Ugh.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation.
I can't wait to figure out what Monami is all about and what her plan is.
That's basically it.
Alright.
If we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this?
Uh-huh.
In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Okay.
Other possibilities.
I just want to see if we're going to tackle this poison, because, like, I don't know that it would make sense if Nagito is poisoned, but he could have poisoned somebody else.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
Probably not.
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Okay. Overlooked, huh?
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Well, what? If his nose and mouth were covered by the duct tape, maybe he just died of, not being able to breathe? Like, running out of oxygen?
Exactly. We should cooperate at a time like this.
Because I don't know if the poison is coming into play or not. I feel like it should. We have truth bullets about it, but I don't really know how. Fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what. Let's see. Are we going to start getting the poison? Piece of blue paper, Monokuma's special poison. Yeah.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
Uh-huh.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right?
No.
It's not the other wounds, right?
No.
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
That's what I mean. It is possible.
No way he burned to death.
Uh-huh.
Cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Okay.
I agree with that.
I wonder, so I've been thinking that this poison is just like, oh, it kills you, but maybe this poison just, like,
That's it. I totally forgot about
makes
that
you do
possibility.
something different. What if this poison is, like, what caused the despair disease? And so, Nagito ended up taking it and being inflicted with some sort of disease that made him want to kill himself or something?
If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
Because there was used poison in his room.
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Yep.
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing.
Did it say that it just instantly kills?
Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
Okay.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood,
Uh-huh.
there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Okay, I don't know anything about blood blotches or anything like that.
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
I just don't understand his reasoning for anything.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Did it say instant death or just the effect is instant?
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
That doesn't make any sense.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
Yeah, anyway.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how would he get it past his lips?
There's no way he could have drank the poison. It might be impossible.
Uh-huh.
Just kidding. It's not like there's possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
I don't know.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
Yeah, can I look at this warning label again? The way the poison entered Nagito's body. The answer is written on the warning label? I should think carefully and try to remember it. But I don't remember it. Okay, logic dive. I appreciate this being here now, because I do not remember the warning label. Alright. I feel like this one's going to be really difficult with a lot of obstacles. Although I usually speed through these with so much time left to spare at the end. So it's probably fine. Oh, I didn't hit over quite fast enough. Or quite far enough. Alright. Whoop, okay. Just surfing along through space. Nothing to see here. First question. What do we got? What state was the poison in when it affected Nagito? Oh. I mean, I would think liquid. You think gas? Think that the fire made it heat up so that way he would breathe it in? I think it's gas. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. So it heated up from the fire, so that way he inhaled it, I guess? Huh. Interesting. Let's see. And how does this work? Woo! Let's keep going forward. I feel like these obstacles so far are actually a little bit easier than the last logic dive. I'm sure they'll throw in some crazy things to dodge. Whoop. Keep going right to left, right to left. Easy, easy. I don't even know if jumping is, like, worth it. It is, like, does anything. Oops. I didn't mean to fall like that. You know what? Maybe I do just jump over here. This is a much more straightforward path. Then you just need to jump properly. Better than going around. Yeah, that was so much better. Taking that way. How did the poison enter Nagito's body? I don't know if his nose was covered or not. Maybe it went through the wounds? Is that possible? Into the bloodstream? Just because I don't remember if his nose was covered or not. I feel like it was. No, it wasn't. Alright, so his nose wasn't covered. Good to know. This is the first logic dive, I think, since I started where I like actually legitimately am getting the questions wrong. But I'm glad this is being laid out this way. Alright, we just have one more question to go, so let's, you know, hopefully make it through all these obstacles. Just spin a little bit, it's all fine and good. Oh. Oh, there isn't a third one. Okay.
It's all coming together.
Sure. So we have just an additional thing.
Instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it.
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
What about the gas mask and gloves, though? This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. Oh, it did say that, didn't it?
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
But then where's the poison?
Breathe that poisonous gas inside the warehouse?
Yeah, then how did the poison bottle get back into his refrigerator?
But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse,
Also this.
why didn't it kill us?
The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas, I should be able to explain that mystery too. The sprinkler? That doesn't make sense.
The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
Why not?
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Did Nagito have to, like, use the gloves and mask to bring the poison here? Like, pour a bunch of it on the floor? And then start the fire? Huh. This doesn't quite make sense.
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
In a gaseous state, it's heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes, and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers!
Okay.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
Okay.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
Sure.
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, it is just weird that I guess he had to pour poison on the floor, make the trip there, and then back to his cottage to put everything away. But then, how doesn't he die from the poison? Maybe if it's just in liquid form laying on the floor, it doesn't kill you?
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what?
That's a fair question.
In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
I still want to know how the bottle got put back then.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
No.
Well, but
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
I guess the poison thing isn't going to, matter. So I guess in its liquid state, it's just not dangerous at all unless you drink it. And so we just poured some on the ground, and then when the building set fire, it turned into gas, and then he inhaled it, and that's it. I don't know why he's, like, literally unable to die from blood loss with all those cuts. Seems a bit weird. But I guess that's just it, because it doesn't seem like they're going to explore that anymore. I feel like that's really unnecessary. Nagito's motive. Like, the poison addition didn't add anything. I'm kind of with Kazuichi on this one. It really didn't add anything. I think it's worse. Like, why does Nagito just not die from blood loss? It doesn't really make sense. None of this is making sense. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't be.
Might have been an accomplice.
This sounds more like it. Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison?
Oh, they are going to. Okay. Hold up. Maybe this is still fine. There is a way to salvage this.
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
Yeah, we investigated that place pretty thoroughly. Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse. Then the thing that would have been left behind is the container.
I see. Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yes, let's go.
If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, it was written on the warning label.
Yes. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
No, it was in his refrigerator.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic bottles, the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Also, the blue, like, tinfoil, like, thing that looks like it'd be a cover to a bottle was also in his room, so he opened the poison inside of his room.
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
Hajime, you saw the container.
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
Oh, I mean, sorry, from the crime scene. That could be it. Okay.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice?
just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much?
I don't know, does it?
I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
I don't know about that.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
I can't tell if it's, like, just in Kazuichi's nature just want to move on, or if he's, like, hiding something. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I want to rule out this is... that's why I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But...
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
yeah, something like that. Hajime's actually the ultimate medium.
The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
I guess?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is?
Maybe the accomplice is the traitor? And so we kind of do want to know that?
Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
I mean, if you're removing something from a crime scene, you're not doing it by accident.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
No. What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Wait a minute. Did Nagito put the poison in the fire grenades, and then when we threw them, that was all poison? Maybe what Akane said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer? The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing he used as a container was... No way. If this spells out fire grenade... Oh my gosh. We are all the accomplice. Can I get an F, like, real quick? No! My eyes! Like, literally the letter I. Multiples of. They crashed into each other. Fire. Now that I know the answer, I can, you know, knock it into a pickle like last time. Ooh. At least I can try. Nah, I need an N. I need an A. Then I'm gonna need... Ah! Alright, I shouldn't have tried to do that. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Oops. I need the D. I need D. And then I need E. Alright, I messed up trying to be way too fancy. Wrong button! Oh my gosh. I had it going so well, and then I was just like, what if I try to get fancy with it? I shouldn't have done that. I almost ruined that for myself, but I got it. Okay, this makes a lot more sense.
I see. I got it.
Huh?
It's crazy, though. We're all the accomplice.
The fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Okay. This is an interesting twist.
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place.
Okay.
As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used. so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
Yeah. Alright. I'm down for that.
Totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
This still seems so unnecessary, because, like, if we didn't throw the fire grenades and we just wait for the sprinklers to, like, put out the fire, then Nagito just dies from blood loss. So, like, in the end, it still doesn't matter.
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
Oh.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
Huh.
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
I mean,
If so, then
Huh.
there's no mistake. Nagito definitely.
so that aluminum isn't from the poison bottle, it's from one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Huh?
Sonya's words contain a clue about the contents of the fire grenade that was swapped with the poison. Piece of blue paper.
I can prove it with this.
That one's pretty straightforward.
Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
I mean, yes. Why didn't he throw it out?
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
Interesting.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
Yeah, what is it doing there?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
Yeah, probably.
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already.
I agree, but I'm also... Why is Kazuichi always the one pushing for this to end?
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I'm running out of anything else that we would have that would contradict this.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What, that we're all the accomplice?
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
Although, like I said, I mean, he still dies of blood loss, unless he literally just never dies from blood loss. Because apparently that wasn't going to kill him anyway for some reason.
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison.
Does that make whoever threw the poison fire grenade is technically the killer?
So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
Oh no.
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same? Could that same moment be when we all threw the grenades?
I see. Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Why did he go through all of that pain then? If he was gonna die to that, he could have just, like, sat in the back. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
So, like, literally any one of us could have killed him.
When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
Why did it only kill Nagito? Oh, yeah, because he was at the floor, I guess. I guess that still makes sense.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
Oh, no. Oh, that's such a technicality. That's so Not great. Oh, how do they solve this?